And now that I just hit record, let me just officially start this Zoom call by saying welcome to the not December, January 28th call. I'm going to start talking real quick about 3 ways to stop being bloated. And I was just talking real quick about I have a client who is gaining weight and um, it's because she's eating too much, but she asked me if it could possibly be bloating. And I hear this often of like, oh, I feel so bloated all the time. How can I go against it? Are there supplements to fight the bloating? Whenever I eat this, I get bloated. Whenever I do this, I get bloated. So, first things first, one thing that everybody can take to fight bloating is to take a daily shot of cranberry juice at night. So I like to do it like right after my last meal. Now, it's important that you get the cranberry juice that is not from concentrate and just get the cranberry juice that is pure. So that's the bitter one, the tart one. So you probably already know this, but cranberry juice, it boosts your urinary tract health. It reduces oxidative stress, heart health. It's good for your gut. There's a lot of benefits to it, but what it really does, for lack of better words, it kind of just flushes you out a little bit. So if you're holding on to excess water, cranberry juice will make you use the restroom a little bit more, but it'll get rid of all the excess water that you're holding on to. Cranberry juice, the it's hard to drink it straight from the bottle. It's just too tart. And if you eat cranberries, like they're almost inedible. Like that's why a lot of times with cranberry sauce, there's sugar added to it, or you have these cranberry juices with other juices added to it, and they're all full of sugar. But the way to get your cranberries in, the benefits of cranberries is to take it in pure. Now, what I like to do is I like to get those Zevias or those zero sugar sodas. Zevia is the most popular. They're sweetened with stevia and also natural flavors, but I mix the Zevia with a cranberry juice, and then it's kind of like you get a little like red sparkling cranberry juice drink. So if you mix it with a grape or the Coca-Cola, you get like a kind of like a cherry Coca-Cola. So you can have that at night. That's going to help with bloating for one. For two is what you really want to watch for is and I hear this all the time, especially women will say that certain foods make them bloated. Very rarely do certain foods make you bloated if they are real foods. If they are processed foods or foods that come from boxes or like cheap supplements, then it could cause like your gut might be sensitive to it. And the irony is that if you do not eat fast food for years and then you go eat fast food, it's very likely that you get sick, right? Whereas if you have people that eat fast food all the time, then they're fine with it because their intestines are just used to that. But the overall diet quality is going to determine how bloated you are. So, if you look at, let's say, vegans, right? Vegans cut out meat, and their reasons are that a lot of times you'll hear them say that, meat is bad and meat is dirty and all that stuff. In my opinion, many people go vegan because they had bad experiences with meat and animal products because they were eating the bad animal products, the low quality, the inexpensive ones, the non-grass fed beef, let's say, the cheap rubbery chicken, the turkey that stinks, right? So like if you get the pasture raised stuff, if you get the grass fed stuff, the grass pasture raised, you know it's going to taste good. You get the nice, good grass fed ribeye, you know you're going to enjoy it, but it's the quality of the diet. Same thing with like carnivore, right? Carnivore people, they cut out carbs, but you know, nobody ever got overweight by eating potatoes, by eating good apples, by eating good fruit. So the quality of your ingredients are going to determine how bloated you get. A lot of times it's the added ingredients that are often synthetic, they're not natural. Those will get you bloated. So that's the second point is to just watch the quality. Take the cranberry juice, watch the quality of your diet. And then the third thing is that you have to realize it's normal to have a little bit of a bigger belly after you eat. Oh, I got two people in the waiting room real quick. Sorry. Admit all. Um, it is normal, join, it is normal to have a little bit of a bigger belly after you have a meal. And you'll be surprised. I get this question often. We're like, hey, I feel so fat after eating. Yeah, you have food in your stomach, you know? If you see the fitness models and you see when they take pictures, yeah, that's not after they ate a bowl of spaghetti. That's when they're on an empty stomach. So you can't really, you're not going to look the same throughout the whole 16 hours that you're awake, let's say, if you sleep 8 hours. And that's just a more of a mindset thing. But I feel like when it comes to bloating, it is often overblown. Uh, it's not so much that you're bloated, it's that just that maybe you're looking at yourself at the wrong time of the day, which is right after eating. Because if you compare yourself right early in the morning versus after having two or three meals, you're going to look a lot different. Your water retains a lot more sodium, a lot more water, a lot more fluids, and the quality of your foods. So, and by the way, I'm saying the quality of your foods, right? So, like, we all know processed food is, real food is always better than processed food. We know that. The danger of real food, though, and I do this myself, is that, for instance, with my potatoes, my purple sweet potatoes and my Japanese white sweet potatoes, because they are plain, I will add salt to it. But sometimes I'll just like pour on the salt. So anything in excess can get you bloated. But quality of your food, and then cranberry juice really helps as well. Other than that, the fourth tip, I know I said I was going to give three, but the fourth tip that really, really, really helps, and everybody should be doing it across the world, is to go for a walk after you eat. And this is why I recommend not to snack, because if you have two or three big meals a day or just meals a day, then it's easier to get a walk in right after those meals. Because if you go walking right after you eat, then the muscles in your legs and you swinging your arms and just moving your body and getting your circulation up and basically just getting your circulation up in your muscle is like a sponge to all the sugars and all the nutrients that you're putting into your body. And it's, if you go for a walk right after you eat, within like 10, 15 minutes, and it's all it has to be is just 10 minutes, then you will use that food that you just ate more as fuel versus you just sitting there on the couch and it's let just sits there, right? It doesn't get digested the same way. So, um, being bloated has a lot to do with the quality of your digestion. So, diet quality, food quality of your foods, that's all really, really important. So I know this is probably not what you wanted to hear, like some magic supplement or anything like that. There really is none. There are some supplements, but then you're getting into like diuretics, and diuretics is where you basically dehydrate yourself. That's definitely what you don't want to. I mean, that's like if you're going to take pictures or whatever, or if getting on the red carpet or something like that. But yeah. So those were the three ways or four ways: cranberry juice, diet quality. It's normal to have an extended belly after eating, and yeah, go for walks right after eating. So with that said, we have Liz, we got Arlene that joined, we got Lubianca, Claudia, Lucrecia, Michelle, Maria Soto. Happy to have you on here. And JJ, Jose, there you go. And let's see, Teresa. So last week and also 2 weeks ago, I took down some notes of what you guys said you were going to do. But let's get back to that later. Does anybody have any questions on the whole bloating thing? Or let's do this. Does anybody have any questions in general on anything? Anything at all? Just raise your hand or unmute yourself if you know how to. Lucrecia? Hi, Lucrecia.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Well, I'm well.
Well,
Good
well,
to
well.
see you.
Uh, One of the recommendations you gave me this past week was to sync my Apple Watch to the app. I have no idea how to do that. I've I've kind of played around with it. I'm like, how do I sync this? Do
It
you have
should
any?
be, what kind of phone do you have?
I have an uh
iPhone?
iPhone
Yeah, it should be in the bottom right in those three dots. Um,
in the
and
app, right?
yeah, in the app. And then it's Apple Health that you sync it with.
Okay,
So is
let
it,
me find it.
yeah, well, you just have to do it once and then it's there.
I see it. Got it.
Yeah,
That was
that's the
easy.
one.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Cool. That was a really good question. Does anybody else? Just kidding. Does anybody else have any questions?
Sorry about
No, that's good. That's good.
technology. Technology is not my strength.
Well, you can't be strong in all aspects, you know? You're already super strong being a happy person and being good socially, bringing
All
people
right.
together.
Yeah, I like doing that.
Yeah. Uh,
Nobody
anybody
else
else?
is.
Any Claudia,
I think I
yes.
have a yes. Um, Comment slash question. I went to Sprouts to look for some snacks for my kids to take to school because they don't eat the food at school. So I usually pack their lunch, but they have been eating, the usual crackers that kids like, and I want to move away from that. But I went to Sprouts and there's nothing really that I can. So I used the app that you told us, the Bobby approved.
Yeah.
Like nothing is approved.
Yeah.
So I got these three things. I got the popcorn, the white popcorn that's in a package. I got the rice cakes, and some potato, no, not potatoes, some like tortilla chips, with avocado oil and I don't know. So I got those three things, and right now, we were food tasting. So I took all three and I presented it to them, and I said, "Okay, we're gonna try and see which ones you like." And the rice cake, I put some almond butter and some fig butter, that they like. They usually like that. And they yeah, and actually, my oldest son, he decided to rate them, so he had this sheet with a table and rated all the foods. So yeah, but it's so limited. Well, one of my kids is very picky, so out of those three, he liked one and a half, the popcorn and the tortilla chips. So he put a straight face on that.
Yeah.
So like a five. Um, but yeah, it's hard to find something that I guess that they can take to school that it's healthy and it's not cheeses.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you have a
And
question
they
on that
too. So,
too?
so, so yeah. So my question is like, is there some? I don't know. I mean, what do you think about the app? Like nothing is approved really, and that
Yeah.
when I looked at the ingredients, so they take to school like a serving of fruit, vegetables, and they take like something with protein, but they have that midday recess where they snack. Yeah, it's a snack, I guess. So I don't know. I guess if there's other moms here, maybe they have like, snack ideas or something. I know you're
Yeah,
not.
definitely. If any other moms have ideas on that, with what I will say is, I think Michelle was saying this last week too. The Bobby Approved app is, if you guys weren't here last week, it's an app that you can get. It's from Bobby Parrish, or yeah, from Flav City, the guy from Flav City, and you can scan foods and it'll tell you whether there's bad ingredients in it. And the funny thing is, hardly any foods are fully Bobby approved. And I think he updated the app now where it's not green or red. There's also orange where it's like almost Bobby approved. Now you have to take it with a grain of salt because uh we don't live in Europe, unfortunately, so it's almost, I don't want to say it's impossible, but it's really hard to avoid, for instance, natural flavors, or to avoid sucralose, or to avoid stuff like that. But yeah, does anybody have any moms like maybe Lucretia, or uh like what help what help because
Hey, what about trail mix? What about trail mix?
Hey, I can add in Mike because I follow
yeah,
Bobby Parrish.
Bobby Parrish.
Um, yeah, I follow him, and he has a lot of YouTube videos because he has a young daughter, and he says what he makes for her and what he buys for her, like at Costco or at any supermarket that he goes shopping at. Like, he compares like the bad fruit roll-ups to the good fruit roll-ups kind of thing.
Yeah.
And he does that a lot on his YouTube videos. Like I said, because he has a daughter, and that's what he puts in her lunchbox. So if you want to follow him on YouTube, you can get a lot of good ideas. And he even goes shopping into Sprouts, Costco, and And I thought of you, Mike, because he went to Sam's Club and he just recently did a Sam's Club YouTube video
Okay.
for all the meat, the chicken, and they have a much better selection at Sam's Club than they do at Costco. And he does Sprouts, he does Walmart. I'm not sure
Really?
what other stores he does, but he shows you what is good for you. What stuff is Bobby approved in these stores.
Yeah, I saw those videos. I saw him going to Costco and he updates them too. But yeah, the Sam's Club, that's surprising. That's good. Yeah, he does really good work. So that's a great tip. Um, but what I will say too is, and that's really good that you're following him. And shopping at Sprouts is gonna by default omit, the Cheez-Its and the goldfish and all that. But if you compare, let's say, goldfish to the organic, non-GMO Sprouts, similar, fish or whatever, crackers, then the explosion of flavor is you can't even compare, right? Because like our willpower is being um, our willpower is not as strong as the flavors that they put into the artificially flavored foods. So especially for kids, I mean, like what Claudia is doing, it's very hard to get your kids on the same trajectory. So yeah, I'll look up some videos from Bobby Parrish on that too. But personally, yeah, I think I would rather just ask any other moms of what you guys would do. For me personally, I would resort to just straight fruit because it's kind of like nature's candy in itself.
That's
Or
sorry.
yeah, go ahead,
Uh,
Lubianka.
that's what I was gonna tell Claudia because when my kids were small, that was pretty much what I pack on their lunch bag. I will make their sandwiches. They didn't like the food at school, so I will pack a sandwich, of course, healthy turkey and cheese and lettuce, and I will put a banana and a pineapple every single day. A banana and pineapple, not pineapple. I'm sorry, apple. And that's all they I don't know, maybe they got used to it because I told them that's the only option you have. But then you know me, like,
Yeah.
so that helped. I just put fruit.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, it's nature's candy. You can't really go wrong with fruit.
Thank you. No, I do that, and what I've noticed, I've been packing fruit for the since like since for 25 years. So what I've noticed is that they don't eat candy as much as, I guess they used to. So they eat fruit at least twice a day. And whenever we go to a party, they'll break the piñata because they go crazy and they want to get the candy, and I let them. I used to hide the candy when we get home because I didn't want them to eat, all of it. But then I realized that they didn't even ask for it. So then I would just leave it. I left that at the counter one time, and they, completely forgot about it. And I think it has to do with that. They eat fruit every single day, like in the morning for breakfast, and then for, lunch, they have a serving, and sometimes after a karate, they'll have a fruit. So yeah, but I've noticed that their craving for candy diminished, and I don't know if it has to do with that.
Yeah. No, if you eat fruit, you get the fiber in and you get all the nutrients in, so it's a lot more filling oftentimes than candy that you can get at the store. And, the fighting the school system is that's tough. But yeah, those are good points. Um, Now, what I want to do next is go over what everybody kind of committed to last week. And some of you weren't here last week, so we'll go back in time 2 weeks. But in no particular order, we have. So what we do is, near the end of the call, we ask, "What are you committing to for the next week?" Um, Sarah is not here. Let's see. Melissa emailed is not here. Michelle says she was going to go to bed at 8:30 p.m. How's that going?
Yeah, pretty close between 8:30 and 9. So
Yeah.
went better this week for sure. Uh,
And you're still taking magnesium, right?
yeah, I do. I usually do the holy basil seeds in my nighttime yogurt and the just drink the bio optimizer like a little tiny shot and just drink it real quick.
So you do it with the powder?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of it's not my favorite. It doesn't like mix up very well, so I just kind of like mix it in really cold, like little shot glass of water and pound it, and then eat my yogurt. So
Yeah.
it
Okay.
helps, I think. I don't know.
And you're getting up at 4?
What's that?
You get up at 4? Or what time you
Yeah,
wake up?
4:15. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. I mean,
Except for those times I roll into the gym like 1 minute before it starts, and Jose's like, "You still have a pillow mark on your face," but
oh,
that just means I slept really good.
yeah, leave it to Jose to notice those things.
That's what friends
Uh,
are for.
yeah.
Gym friends.
Yeah. Dude, Jose's always there. That's the thing with Jose. He's always early though.
hmm
Um, is there anything you want to set, any goals you want to set for next week?
Um, I mean, the diet's been going pretty well, but I think I haven't been doing very well with my like hill sprints and cardio stuff. So I'm gonna this week commit to at least jump rope if I can't like get to do hill sprints. At least jump rope a couple nights
Okay,
or days.
hill
Yeah.
sprints one time or jump rope 2 times.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I started jump roping myself as well. It's just the holy trinity for me: hill sprints, jump rope, and sleds. I mean, it's just when it comes to hard cardio, it doesn't get any better than that, if you ask me. Um, Tina's not here. I had for Arlene, I had go to bed earlier. How's that going? Arlene, you still there? Let me see if you're mute.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Here. Yes, I've been going to bed early and waking up early.
So like what time?
I've been falling asleep about 9:30, 10:30, where before it used to be like 1, 12.
Really?
Yeah, getting about 7 hours of sleep
No,
consistently.
didn't he say he had a lot of homework?
Let me mute. Hold on. Give me a second. So you went from 1 a.m. midnight and now you're at 9:30-ish.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, that's awesome. That's a really big jump. That's I mean, I don't want to exaggerate here, but that's life-changing right there. I mean, is it hard or how do you experience it?
Um, at first it was kind of hard, but then like right now I'm ready to jump into bed and start falling asleep because I've been waking up naturally. I've been waking up about 6 o'clock. So my goal is to get up a little earlier to try to get into start my day with working out at 6:30, and then doing my schedule, my work schedule and whatever I have to do, walk the dog, and then
Yeah.
get get into working and doing what I got to do. So I'm trying to get on that type of routine. So I know I need to go to sleep.
Yeah, you're seeing the relevance of it.
Yeah, and I'm not drinking coffee.
You
That
mean
was
like
hard to let go
all day or just at night, you mean?
at all.
So you're not taking any caffeine?
Um, no, not right now. No.
Wow. Okay. All right. That's good. That's big progress. Sleep quality is one of the most least talked about or least acted upon steps you can take. So that's good. You want to set a goal for next week?
Um, lift heavy, lift heavier. And I mentioned to you about EOS gym.
Yeah.
I visited an EOS gym in Palm Springs this weekend, and I really liked it.
Okay. So yeah. I mean,
I
you
think I'm
want
going to
to
leave my LA Fitness. I'm going to leave LA Fitness and join EOS. And there's
the
one
LA
in Whittier,
the LA Fitness you go to, is that the one in Whittier?
La Habra.
La Habra. Okay. Oh, it's Esporta Fit. Is that the one by Sprouts right there?
Yes.
Yeah. That one's always been kind of weird because it has that long hallway and all that. But yeah, the gyms and this is for everybody too. gyms nowadays, if you're gonna do a big gym, it better have uh an area for sleds, and it better have squat racks, and it better be modern. Otherwise, it's not worth your money because for if you join a gym, a big gym, and it's the old school where it's just machines with a little bit of free, like two squat racks, that's old. And for the same money, you can go to like EOS or Gold's Gym. Gold's Gym is really modern. I don't know what else is out there. I haven't been to a Crunch or anything like that, but a lot of LA fitnesses are also getting more modern. But the gym sphere is definitely has changed in the last couple of years. So lots of squat racks, and definitely get one that has a room for sleds because yeah, then at least you're getting your money. You can do everything then. Yeah. But all right, so lift heavier. I'll set that for your goal. And how often are you working out per week?
I've been sick, so I just went in this weekend. I was in Palm Springs, so I went in and did a little workout. But so I haven't worked out in 2 weeks. 'Cause I've been sick.
Okay. All right, I'll set lift heavier, and then we'll check in with you next week again. Um, I had Lubianka going to bed earlier. A lot of you actually had going to bed earlier as your goals, but Lubianka did. Have you been going to bed earlier?
Yes, I'm doing better with that.
Yeah, like what time?
Mm, well, I go up at 8:30. I maybe by 9:30. I
All
started
right.
reading. That helps me to get to sleep faster.
Reading at night?
So I
Yeah.
go up at 8:30. So by 9:15, I'm already reading, and so by 9:15, 9:30,
Okay. And then you're 6 a.m. You get up at what, 4:45 or so, or
5, 5 a.m.
oh right, 5 a.m. Okay, that's good. That's a lot better than what it was, right?
Yes, yes.
All right.
And I feel too, I feel like when I get up, I'm so rested now. But
Yeah. Yeah, the key to good sleep is just it's kind of like just going to bed and waking up at the same time every day. That's what a lot of people who live very long lives, that's what they all have in common. Um,
that's so funny because even the days I don't go to the gym, I don't put my alarm because I put an alarm. Now I can get wake up without an alarm. I notice.
yeah, so it's really in your rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want to set any goals for next week?
I want to go back to getting my 10,000 step in. So I have been walking. I went yesterday. Today I couldn't. So I go after the gym. I come. I have breakfast, and then I go for a like an hour walk.
All right.
So
10K
when I.
steps. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So we'll check in with that next week then. Let's see. For Claudia, I had going to bed by 8 p.m. and walking 10,000 steps a day and being perfect. But how's that going? Bed by 8 p.m.?
Did I say that? I don't remember saying that. Yeah, that's going to sleep. So 8:30-ish.
Yeah.
Well, the problem was not going to sleep early. The problem was not waking up at 3 a.m. and not being able to go back to sleep. Um, yeah, I mean, sometimes I do wake up at 3. Sometimes I force myself to go back to sleep so I don't look at my phone, and then I just try to go back to sleep. Um, yeah, this morning my son woke up at 4:30 and he didn't go back to sleep, so I stayed in bed. I'm like, okay, go read a book.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's not like I don't go fully back to sleep. I think I just stay there. Um, but I feel rested. I mean, I think I still get about 7 hours. Yeah, and the steps, the hardest day is Sundays because if I don't go out, then I don't do my steps. So I feel I need to be more active on Sundays to get up early and walk.
Yeah.
So the other days I'm okay doing the steps.
Okay. So you want to set, is there any goals you want to set for next week?
Yeah, so I want to similar to Michelle, I think, I want to incorporate hill sprints. I usually do them on Friday. I go to Hilltop Park in Signal Hill. Um, so I want to do that consistently every Friday and probably on Tuesdays. Well, I can't do sleds because I don't go to the gym, but maybe jump ropes or something.
Yeah. So hill sprints one time this week?
Friday, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so for Claudia, you're hitting your 10,000 steps, you're going to bed at 8:30, hill sprints. Boop, 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 boop. How far is that drive for you to get to Signal Hill?
Well, from my kids' school from to there is like 23 minutes.
No, that's good. All right. Yeah, that's dedication. Because I know some of you, myself included, who actually live right next to a hill. And if you're not doing hill sprints, you're deciding not to do hill sprints. And I'm the same way because my driveway is a literal hill. Literally, my driveway. Every day I drive down it and it's right there. But hill sprints is just like it's you versus you. Before you do them, you're never going to want to do them, but it's just the way you feel afterwards, you know? All right. Is Krista still here? Yeah, Krista's still here. Krista, so for you, the goal that I had for you was to go to the Hawaiian Gardens gym again. Uh, but yeah, I know you
I
did.
did. I did.
Yeah.
And then I went out of town and I got back last night and I'll be there tomorrow.
Wow. Perfect. You know what? 10 points for you. Uh, very good. So what do you want to commit to for next week?
I'm going to take my tennis shoes to work with me. Or actually, I have plenty of tennis shoes that I can just leave at work so I can do the 10,000 steps. My
Okay.
goal is to really get those 10,000 steps.
This is good. So we're hearing other people wanting to do 10,000 steps and then it's like, yeah, I can't stay behind. Nobody's going to
That's
come in and
right.
say, yeah, I want to hit 7,000 steps. It's like, oh, what a loser, you know? So,
Totally.
all
There's
right.
no
So that,
losers here.
no, gosh dang it. No, we'll kick them right off. So, all right, cool. 10K steps. That'll help you out a lot. That'll help you out a lot. So take your tennis shoes to work with you. That's great. Definitely don't go in high heels.
I know.
No.
I know.
And
I've
just
been wearing my flats. I've been wearing my flats.
don't
So
wear your high heels.
I'm gonna leave my tennis shoes. I have plenty of tennis shoes here at home that I can just leave at work, so I have no excuse for forgetting.
There you go. Cool. That's a great goal. That's a great goal. I'm all for it. All right, Jose. Actually, Lucrecia, you still here? Yeah, Lucrecia. I didn't have a goal. Maybe you weren't here last time, but is there anything you want to commit to for the next week? I think you just stopped the video instead of unmute yourself. Or are you still there, Lucrecia? Or am I not pronouncing your name right? Lucrecia? Is it, are you there? Is it something I said? No?
Wait,
There we
I'm
are.
terrible with technology.
Well,
I was saying, wait, I don't know how to unmute myself, but I figured it out.
okay, so your goal is to get
Um,
better with technology?
oh my gosh, that goal is not even, I'm not even gonna try that one.
All right.
I think there's one of those things in life that you just kind of hope to God that you don't get caught like today.
Oh, yeah. No, that's
Um,
fine.
huh, you know, I think I told you that I joined that challenge at the gym,
Yeah.
and I have been doing very well for the last 3 days in actually logging my food. I'm actually preparing really good food just for me. Um, I'm weighing everything, which is super exciting for me because I had not done that before. So my
Hmm.
goal is to continue doing that. You'll see when you get my check-in
Yeah.
on Friday. I I've discovered fish. By the
Yeah.
way, Sprouts has a great fish sale right now in case anybody likes fish. In the frozen section, they have their mahi mahi, their tuna, and their salmon. If you buy one bag, you get the second bag half price. So it's
Okay.
a really good sale. I mean, it averages out to about $8 a pound, which is unheard of, really, in
All
my
right.
point of view, because fish is really expensive, and it's the wild caught, not the farmed fish. So
Yeah.
I'm
All right,
committing
that's
to
good.
that.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm all for fish. So for fish is great. Fish is like chicken, it's like s- almost free protein because it's so low calorie. That's great. So, uh, is your goal to log 7 days in a row, or what? What would you say?
Yes, let's do that. Let's do that.
All right.
So something that I noticed with fish, because I'm not a big fish eater, usually just was doing the bison and whatever beef. I've been super, super hungry. So I'm
After eating
hungry all
fish,
the
or
time right now.
what do you
Well,
mean?
I'm eating my calories. I know that I'm eating the calories for sure, at least the 1700,
Yeah.
but I've just noticed that I'm a lot more hungry than I had been. Maybe because I'm eating less, maybe?
Um,
Maybe.
it's hard to say. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard to say. It could be that you're eating less. Yeah, that's
Hmm.
because when somebody asks, "Hey, why am I hungry?" and I ask them, "What are you eating?" and then they send me something and it looks perfect, it's like, well, you probably were eating too much before that, but nobody really knows what they were eating before. You know what I mean? Like how many calories. So,
Hmm.
but hunger is often eh, here's something, and this is good that you bring it up. If you want to lose weight, there's going to be hunger. And that's just part of the game. And nobody really advertises this because it's uncomfortable. Just like, if you want to get stronger, there is going to be hard work. Um, if you want to lift more weight, there is going to be discomfort. If you want to lose weight, there is going to be hunger. So it's not always a bad thing. So, but if you're absolutely starving, just always choose the protein, yogurt, maybe some fish or whatever. Yeah. So seven food days, 7 food logs in a row. That's a good goal. Let's see. We got Jose. For you, I had the goal was to stay awesome. That's what I wrote down. I don't know why I wrote that down, but that's what I wrote down. So how's that
Yeah, that's
going?
easy. That's easy.
That's easy.
No,
All right.
um, no, my thing is walking. I need to walk more. I'm only walking about, probably averaging about 6,000 steps a day. It's not
Damn.
enough.
Well, you live in a really rough area though, right? With a lot of like drive-by shootings and all that.
Yeah, I do a lot of running from the police, you know.
Oh, okay.
Does that count?
No, and by the way, just for reference, just so people don't message me like, what was that all about? Uh, Jose lives in La Habra Heights, and he lives, in the hills and all that. So beautiful, beautiful scenery to go walking. I
Yeah,
mean,
I know. I don't have an excuse.
so 10,000 steps a day.
Well, I gotta, yeah. I've been walking about 3 or 4 times a week, but I need to up it. I need to just increase it. When I walk, I get closer to about 9,000 steps.
Yeah.
So I just need to increase the amount I'm walking and and uh, the days also. So I got to
What
work
what
on that.
what I found helps with the clients that go to the gym is just, go walking after the gym or after every meal, you know?
Yeah, I'm just doing it like on my days off of the gym,
Oh, okay.
but I realize I need more.
Every day. Yeah, 10,000 every day.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
everybody's doing it. Everybody's doing it here.
yeah. Yeah,
And you're
well,
the only guy in here, so you got to keep it up.
yeah, I got to keep it up. So I guess I'm my goal right now is just to increase my walking to daily.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you're at the gym and Michelle walks in 1 minute before 5, you're not allowed to say anything if you're not getting 10,000 steps.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I know. All right, that's fair.
All right. Cool. Cool. So 10,000 steps is a great goal. Lucretia, I have 7 days of food logs. Teresa, do you have anything? Is Teresa still here? Oh shoot. No, she's not. She left already. Okay. Maria Soto. Um, so Maria,
Hi.
this is probably, yeah, a little new to you, but we like to set goals for next week.
Okay.
And I know
Uh,
so how's your schedule change going? Are you going back to night
oh,
shift or?
I am going back to nights, week and a half, and I get the really, really night one, 6:30, 6:30.
Wow.
So
Is that
let's see how
because
this is
of,
gonna work out.
what's the fires, or is it just like how it's going to be?
No, that's just the way it worked out for me. I mean, I'm still being sent to the fire. So I went yesterday. I'm going tomorrow again and Thursday as well. So those are 17-hour shifts for me every single day. So
Mm.
yeah, so I've been doing awful since right, literally for 3 weeks now. So I have several goals, I guess, but I guess I can do one at a time because I just don't have the time, I guess, per se.
Yeah.
So probably do a little more like sprinting. I have not done sprints in a while. And the steps, I mean, I try, but I don't always achieve them. But I guess bump them up a little bit to see if I can
Yeah.
reach at least 8,000. I mean, I'm not even aiming for 10 at this moment, but hopefully
No,
at least a couple of days a week.
I think for you, the lowest hanging fruit is best. And just for reference, for everybody watching, Maria's she's with the LAPD, so her schedule is really uh intense. The lowest hanging fruit, um, I would, I would eat vegetable. Make sure you get green vegetables in every single day,
Okay.
and then do
I,
that, and then next
I
week, and then minimum 5,000 steps,
okay.
and then next week we'll
Okay.
take it from there.
Yeah, the steps I can manage. The food as much as I've been trying to meal prep is just I just don't have enough time. Um, yeah, even the meals because like I said, they're very long hours that I've been working, and I don't always have the time to really sit down and be picky with my food. I just can't. So I'm trying, but that one is has been really challenging for me this past 3 weeks.
Yeah, I understand. For you, I think like you're in a turbulent time in a turbulent schedule, but it's not looking like it's gonna get any you know, more steady. So just keep your meals really simple. Protein shakes if you
Yeah,
have to.
yeah, that's what I actually had today, a protein shake, and that's what I had in just a single meal in the morning, and that was it. So
Okay.
yeah, but not much vegetables, unfortunately. You just try to do the protein in the morning, and that's about it.
How do you make your protein? Do you do it in a blender or you just shake it?
Just shake it.
Okay. Do you have a blender?
I do have a blender.
Uh,
I do have a
yeah.
blender.
Just get one of those,
Yeah.
get one of those canisters. Literally put, I mean, you could just use raw milk if you want to or water. Put protein powder, blueberries, peanut butter if you want, and then some raw spinach.
Okay.
Because I know you're go, 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 go. So at least when you drink your protein shake, you are also getting vegetables in.
Okay.
Chia
Okay.
seeds. Yeah.
Okay. That would definitely be my goal this week, I guess.
Cool. Yeah, cool. That's great. That's great. Okay, let's see. Lucretia, Arlene, Lubianca, Krista, Michelle. I think we had everybody now. Teresa left. But yeah, that's what I got. Tina, homemade snacks. Did anybody make those protein bars? Those protein cookies? I know Claudia sent me some pictures.
Yeah,
Michelle,
made them.
how did they cook?
Really good. But I haven't tried in the cupcake things like you suggested. That would probably be better because I ran into a thing where they were kind of like it took a long time to cook them enough to be all the way done in the middle, and then the edges were kind of dry. So
Yeah.
I think the cupcake uh, silicone things would probably be better.
Yeah.
But they're
Yeah.
good. I put them in my yogurt. Are you saying hi? Hi. Don't pick my
Yeah.
nose. Thank you.
What his name Ben? His name is Ben? Am I looking?
Jake.
Jake.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, no, I really
Hey,
love
no,
those cupcakes.
thank you.
I think for everybody, if you haven't made them, try them, and then just play around with it. Add some more ingredients, add like today, and just play around with these recipes. Like all the recipes that I have in there, you don't have to make them verbatim. You just make up your own ingredients. Like today, I saw a recipe that I haven't shot a video on yet, but it was cranberry because I was doing research on cranberries, and it was cranberry ice cream. And it was literally as simple as just getting a bunch of cranberries, boiling them until they get all mushy, and then you put them in the refrigerator, get them all kind of soft, and then you put protein powder in there, and then it just turns into ice cream. So it doesn't have to be, you don't even like for some things you don't even need a creamy, but uh if you can make yourself a high protein treat, I mean that's you're winning the kitchen then. So um yeah. Well, it's already 9:21. We've been at it for 51 minutes. Wow, that's crazy. We started at 8:30. I mean, for you it's 7:21. Well, It's 9:21. You know what that means? That means it's past my bedtime right here. And I know you don't want me to lose muscle. So, does anybody have any last minute questions? Oh, the chat. Let me check the chat.
I do, Mike.
Yes.
It's just a comment that you lost your tan.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. You can say that again. It's funny you say that because I'm gonna shoot videos again. I am 100,000% gonna get a spray tan before I do these videos. Because I don't even think people would, I think YouTube wouldn't even accept me because it would just blind the screen. I'm super white. But you know what? It was snowing here. You know what's crazy here when you're in the South? The like it was 15 degrees in the morning. And by the way, when you wake up in the morning and it's 15 degrees, going for that walk, whew. Um, but all of a sudden, from one day to the next, it was 15 degrees at night, and then all of a sudden it was like 45 degrees. So now it's like I'm walking outside at 45 degrees and I'm like, oh, this is so good, you know. So anyway, it's just it's reference, you know, it's just your perspective. So just telling you that so you guys can enjoy your California weather because sometimes I hear you. I texted everybody to check in, I believe on Sunday. Yeah. And I guess it was raining on Sunday because I texted 47 people and I didn't count, but I guarantee over 30 people got back to me saying, because I asked them how it's going, how are you doing? Over 30 people said, yeah, I'm doing good. It's raining today. And I'm like, damn, man, I used to be that way too, though, you know, when it's raining in California,
It hasn't rained though. It hasn't rained in a while.
in LA. Well,
Yeah,
maybe where you were
because
at, because I was where I got a lot of people saying it was raining.
and it's cold.
It's been 45 at night.
Yeah, but it's
Oh,
cold. It's a cold 45.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll keep you guys in my prayers. By the way, when you sleep, I set my heater to 63 because I got to set my heater to 63 here. But really good temperature to sleep in, 63, 62, 63. It's cold, but um,
That's freezing, dude.
no, it's so good. You sleep so well. And just try it. If you're at like 67 right now, try 65. Just go a little bit lower and see how deep you sleep.
I'm at like 73, but I'll
73?
work on it. I'll work on lowering that.
Damn,
I
73. Oh yeah, I couldn't do that.
No,
don't
I
like to be
agree.
cold, man.
64, and then I turn on the heater when I get up, like 2 degrees.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, everybody, thanks for coming in. And oh yeah, let's see. Blah, blah, blah. What cranberry juice brand do I recommend? Knudsen. Although it doesn't really matter as long as you get a cranberry juice that's not from concentrate. But the one from Sprouts, and by the way, just a quick heads up in case you don't know, cranberry juice is extremely expensive. It's just what it is. If you ever find cranberry juice on sale that's not from concentrate, buy the whole shelf because it hardly ever is. But it's usually going to be like $13 for a bottle. Um, yeah, but any brand is fine, really. Yeah. All right. Cool. Thank you so much for coming in, guys. It was a great call, and I look forward to seeing everybody next week as well. And just reach out if you need anything. Yeah. All right.
Thank
We'll see
you.
you guys. Have a good
Have a
night.
good night,
Bye.
Mike.
Good
Bye
night.
bye. Bye.
Thanks, Mike.